I'm at what's called a bazaar, and they're these like flea markets, in the Middle East and Iraq. And I think I'm buying this Jean-Claude Van Damme DVD, but instead it's actually Loose Change, a documentary about 9/11. And I watch it in my hooch, and it kind of changes my perspective on stuff. And I start going like, why am I here? What am I doing here? This doesn't make any sense. Um, I don't get it. And I started questioning stuff, and it was really starting to piss off, the leadership, that I had. A lot of my soldiers were skeptical at first, and I'd get them to watch the video, and they were all kind of like, "Oh man, crazy." So that really changed my life. Here I am. I sign up for the military. I'm over here fighting a war that I believe that I'm supposed to be there for. And then I watch this movie and I start going, I don't think we should be here. Like, why are we here? I mean, actually, didn't the people in Afghanistan, so to say, actually attack us? What does this have to do with Iraq? And you start kind of going down that rabbit hole. And, it's a hard place to go down a rabbit hole when you're in combat because you're already there. There's only one way home, and there's two ways home: in a body bag, or, making it through alive and, getting back there. So you learn quickly to, most guys, if you ask them, they're not fighting for their country. They'll say that because it sounds good on TV, but at the end of the day, you're fighting for the guy to the left and right of you. It really has nothing to do with, the country at that point in time. When bullets are flying, no one's thinking about America the Brave or the, Constitution and anything at that point, man. You're trying to get home and make sure your friends and family are there, uh, you know, for you. So it's a lot to take on, especially when I was young as I was. I was 20 years old, I believe, at that time. So here I am, making this life-changing decision to join, and then I kind of get red pilled, in the middle of a deployment by some little fucking Iraqi kid who just, decided to be sneaky and slide, what is it, loose change into my DVD instead of Jean-Claude Van Damme, and it changed my life. And I started looking at things differently and challenging narratives and being more skeptical. It broke me from the mindset that, you know the government is good, that they're there to help us, and it made me understand that that's just not the case, that they are nefarious, and all they care about is money and power, and holding that money and power, and growing that money and power. And I really started questioning, my being there, and it was frustrating.